Hello citizens and welcome back. In today's video I would like to talk about the recent announcement of the 3.17.2 persistence wipe, why it happened and why it's CIG's fault. As always, if you like this video, sacrifice a like to the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for more. And here's a shout out to our amazing patrons for their support of the channel and the armory. First of all, this video is not intended to complain about the wipe. I don't really care for it, it's just how the game is right now. What I do want to point out is how CIG forced their own hand into having to do the wipe and how similar situations could be prevented in the future. Also, I know a lot of people will ask about the wipe in the comments, so here's the brief outline. The wipe will happen with the 3.17.2 patch. You will lose your in-game credits, items and ships. Ships bought with real money will stay, as well as the reputation you have earned so far. Also, if you were active in 3.17.1, you will be compensated with an undetermined amount of credits. Alright, now we can get into the actual video. So, the reason we're getting a wipe is that due to some bugs, the persistent database for items and money is filled with bad data, such as duplicated or missing ships or items. These bugs and bad data were created during the 3.17 and 3.17.1 patches, especially during the Free Fly event due to high player activity. So, how is this CIG's fault? Well, the wording CIG used in their announcement, quote, "While heading into 3.17.1, we had originally aimed to surgically correct this," end quote. This leads me to believe that CIG were aware of these persistent storage issues when 3.17 was released, and let the release proceed regardless. This is a huge problem. Now, I do realize that they had a plan to correct these issues with the persistent database while the patches were live, but their plan forgot to account for the high player activity, which is shocking considering they knew they were going to hold a major Free Fly event. Unfortunately, this is not the first instance of CIG pushing out a patch with a known major issue. This seems to be becoming a pattern, which is very dangerous. But this time it actually affects all backers and goes against CIG's promise to limit wipes to instances where they're absolutely necessary due to changing game mechanics. So my frustration is not actually with the wipe. It will actually fix a lot of inventory issues that I'm having right now. My frustration is with CIG's planning and releasing patches that have major issues time and time again. Now, I do understand that CIG is under a lot of internal and external pressure to release patches on time, but they're almost always at least 2 weeks late anyway. And I'm almost certain that every backer out there would rather wait a week or two longer for a fix rather than to deal with a broken patch. Of course, it is possible that the fix for this particular issue was not considered because 3.18 will bring major changes to persistence. But I would be surprised if not a single engineer at CIG raised concerns about this during some meeting. There might also have been other reasons this bug was not fixed. I understand that it is extremely difficult to find bugs in this part of the game. But regardless of this, CIG were aware of this bug while 3.17.1 was in the PTU and could have fixed it. But once again, marketing set the direction for development, and once again that is a dangerous habit to have. So CIG should consider placing development and quality of life before marketing and events. I am pretty sure no one would be mad about the delayed patch if it meant that some of the major issues are fixed. And with that being said, that's it for tonight. What do you think? Are you excited for the wipe? Do you think CIG made a mistake? Let me know in the comments. Fly safe and I will see you in the verse.